Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EROPA Conference 2018. As the opening ceremony is about to begin, His Excellency, the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia, will about to join us in the ballroom. We request you all to be seated and please join us here in the ballroom. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please be seated as we are about to begin the opening ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia is now entering the hall and joining us in the ballroom.
Please welcome Bapak Syafruddin. Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
As safety is our main concern, therefore before we start, let us hear the safety briefing from the Chief Security of Sofitel Hotel Nusa Dua. Please.
Selamat pagi. before we start the meeting, I would like to explain some important things in regard to the safety and security at our hotel. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nyoman Warka, Director of Security. Yeah. Once again, welcome to Sofitel Bali Nusa 2. Yeah. Actually, here we are at Kecak Ballroom today. For this site map, I would like to explain. We have 5 main buildings here. Gas wing, which is north wing and south wing. Every building is equipped with some fire tool, and also we have emergency response team member at our hotel, especially for the Kecak Ballroom. Yeah, here we are at Kecak Ballroom. This room is equipped also with some fire tools, such as we have fire sprinkler, a smoke detector, also public addressing system. And then at this hotel, we have some emergency response team who will be ready to assist you in any kind of emergency situation. And our emergency response team is easy to recognize. They will use, they will wear orange body pass, which is on the slide. We have like that. Yeah. In case of emergency, such as fire, yeah. In case of fire in this room, you can use this main door. 4 main door will be open, and then also we have emergency exit over there. Yeah. In case of fire, you can use this door directly to the main lobby. Yeah. At the main lobby, our emergency response team will direct you to the assembly point, which is at the parking area, gas parking area. Yeah. But in case of fire in the front, you can use this exit door direct to the back of house. We have emergency staircase there, direct to the lobby. Loading dock area, and then from loading dock area, our emergency response team will lead you to the assembly point. Yep. Before the evacuation, if evacuation need, of course, our general alarm will be ringing in case of fire, followed by 2 different languages, which is Indonesia and English. Yeah, general alarm will ringing, and then you have to do evacuation to this main door and also emergency exit. Yeah. But in case of tsunami, of course, we don't need to be panic. Yeah. In case of tsunami, this building is safe for the assembly point in case of tsunami area. In case of tsunami. Yeah. Before the tsunami, of course, the general alarm, the general tsunami siren will be activated, which is at the Nusa 2 area. And then we can also head from here. And also at the hotel area, we will activate also the general alarm. Yeah. In case you need to do evacuate, just stay calm, don't be panic. And then also leave this room immediately. We say the shortest emergency assembly point is at the main lobby in case of earthquake and tsunami. Yeah. Okay. For the additional information, today there is no fire drill, no drill at all, like fire drill, tsunami drill. And then, if you have any question, please. You have any question, please? All clear? All right. Thank you. Good morning. Enjoy your meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. That was safety briefing from the Chief Security of Sofitel Hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, as our warm welcome to you all to the beautiful island of Bali, we would like to present you a Balinese welcoming dance entitled the Sekar Jepun Dance.
Sekar Jepun means frangipani as the iconic flower of Badung Regency. Ladies and gentlemen, this kind of Balinese dance called Sekar Jepun is presented to welcoming honorable guests as we would like to welcome you all this morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sekar Jepun Dance. thank you so much to the Sakar Japun dancers.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we would like to welcome you to Sofitel Hotel Nusa Dua Bali, Indonesia, on Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration Conference 2018.
His Excellency, the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Syafruddin.
The Honorable President of the Executive Council of Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration, Ms. Yang Jiangja.
The Honorable, the Secretary General of EROPA, Mr. Orlando Mercado.
The Honorable, the Chairman of National Institute of Public Administration of Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Adi Suryanto. Good morning and welcome.
The Honorable, the Governor of Bali, who is represented today by the Assistant for the Governor for Public Administration, Bapak Iwayan Suarjana. Distinguished delegates, EROPA member countries, ladies and gentlemen. May we greet you all in the Balinese way of Om Swastiastu, which means that may health and prosperity always upon us.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Salam Namo Buddhaya. Good morning and welcome to
Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration Conference 2018.
Okay, give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Taking the theme of public administration in managing global megatrends, people, public services, institutions, and ethics, this year's conference will highlight 4 sub-themes that will be discussed further during the breakout session.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Indonesia became a state member of EROPA since 1971 and had been hosted previous EROPA conference and seminar include this 2018 conference.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chairman of the National Institute of Public Administration, Bapak Adi Suryanto,
to come forward.
His Excellency Bapak Syafruddin, Minister for Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, Honorable Assistant Governor of Bali Province, Honorable Ms. Yang Jiangja, Chair of Executive Council of EROPA, Honorable Secretary General of EROPA, Dr. Orlando Mercado, EROPA Staff Member Representative, distinguished participant. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all of us. I would like to extend our Indonesian heritage of hospitality to all participants and guests of the 2018 EROPA Conference. I hope you feel like you are at your home, away from home. On behalf of the organizing committee in this year's EROPA Conference, I would like also to thank you to all of you coming to the conference. The theme of this conference, public administration in managing global megatrends, people, public services, institution, and ethics, is one of the major issues in public administration world today. The public sector, as we know, never lives in vacuum. It influences and it's influenced by its environment. In today's setting, the global megatrends are the major factor in the environment that inevitably have to be taken into account. The rates, intensity, and the impact of the megatrends, however, differ across countries. As such, may I encourage you to open your mind, heart, and will for the next 3 days to learn from another and share your insight and experience during the conference session. Our predecessor established the Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration in 1960 with clear vision on how promoting better governance in the countries of Asia and Pacific could improve the quality of lives of people living in the region as well as of the world. My challenge to all of us is how we could contribute toward realizing the vision through actively participating in the 2018 EROPA conference. We at the National Institute of Public Administration feel honored to host and organize the 2018 EROPA conference. The conference rundown is planned to make you enjoy each and every time to the event. Our goal is not only to make you gain insight on the theme, but also more knowledgeable on Indonesian richness in culture, culinary, and hospitality. May we all have a wonderful conference. Thank you very much. Matur sukma. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much to Bapak Adi Suryanto, the chairman of the National Institute of Public Administration. Ladies and gentlemen, the first General Assembly and also Conference of the Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration was conducted in 1960 and agreed to seek common goal of improving public administration for economic and also social advancement.
The Secretary General of EROPA will now deliver his welcoming speech. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Orlando Mercado to come forward.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. I'd like to acknowledge, of course, and greet a wonderful morning and express some thankfulness to the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, Minister Shafruddin. It's a pleasure meeting you, and we'd like to thank your ministry as well as all others involved in the preparation of 2018 conference. And them all a round of applause for what they've done. Of course, Bapak Adi Suryanto, thank you very much for the work. The people that have been behind you and been working through the months have done a fantastic job of preparing for this conference. This is in spite of the fact that you have several conferences in the year that you have to cope with. It's really, truly a pleasure to be here. And we had a successful meeting last night, Executive Committee, under the chairmanship of the organization's chair, this lovely and brilliant lady, Madam Chair Yang Jia. And we would like to report to you that we have had a very fruitful meeting, and we have been able to discuss quite a number of issues. I'd like to greet everyone in our table, Mr. Shigeru Matsuzaki, Mr. Liu, Mr. Bhupal Baral, all of those who have been involved in the preparation for this meeting on mega trends. You know, I've never, in the past, things where we start actually with a briefing on security. But do not be so concerned. Actually, the new trend is for us to be mindful of where we are, mindful of the environment, because it is now part of the natural order of things to cope with unexpected. We have any intelligence report about us being in danger, but it is good to be mindful. In reality, the theme, public administration and managing global megatrends, people, public services, institutions, and ethics, is about being mindful. It is about understanding the nature of the trends, and not only trends, mega trends. Today, things are changing so fast that governance is appearing to be trying to catch up. The challenge for all of us is to be able to be ahead of the curve, to be able to make our organizations dynamic in such a manner that we can cope with changes that are so fast. They say that today, our societies are uncertain. There's a lot of uneasiness about how things develop, a lot of unpredictability. In fact, like the young people today, when they answer the question about their status in terms of relationship, they love to put, "It's complicated." That is the catch-all phrase for how things have developed and continue to develop. I guess we can say that of public administration as well. It's complicated. It's not only complicated, it's complex. It is also ambiguous and also volatile. So this really is a challenge. So we're happy to be here to listen to the scholars who have written papers and would like to present it in our breakup sessions. We encourage you to participate. Let's talk about all of these complications. Obviously, there are no easy answers, but as long as people come together, as they have been doing since 1960, EROPA was established, we have been providing the forum by which we can exchange our views. So to all of you, to the government and the people of Indonesia, we appreciate and we are pleasantly surprised how wonderful this venue is all about, but we are also mindful of the fact that a lot of work has gone into preparing this. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much. That was speech by Mr. Orlando Mercado. You may be seated. Thank you very much once again. Ladies and gentlemen, through EROPA 2018, we will share our insights and experiences on public administration and governance and its contribution to regional and global megatrends.
And another warm welcome will be delivered by the President of the Executive Council of EROPA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Yang Jia.
Give a big round of applause.
Good morning. 안녕하세요. Oh, everybody 안녕하세요. Selamat pagi. Is it right? Thank you. Prudin, Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform. Dr. Prudin. Dr. Adi Suryanto, Chairperson of the National Institute of Public Administration. And Dr. Orlando Mercado, EROPA Secretary General. Honorable delegates and distinguished participants, it is my privilege and honor to be here today on the lovely island of Bali and to speak on behalf of the Korean government, which is serving as the chair country of EROPA's Executive Council until 2019. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to the EROPA Secretariat and its member countries for their full-fledged support of last year's EROPA Seoul meeting. Over the past several decades, EROPA has been a platform for sharing ideas, best practices, and solutions among professionals, scholars, and practitioners. With such an organizational function, EROPA has been able to contribute to intra-regional economic and social development for such a long period of time. With all the achievements that EROPA has made to date, I sincerely hope that it will continue to strengthen its efforts to stay abreast of the changing global environment. Ladies and gentlemen, in the times in which we live, when there are tremors in one part of the global market, other tremors tend to follow. This means that intercultural dependence is deepening, even as we have recently witnessed a swing of the pendulum from globalization to protectionism. As interconnectivity between countries in terms of socioeconomic, geopolitical, and security matters becomes more intensified, risks and benefits appear simultaneously. An event that brings a colossal impact onto us has been conceptualized as a black swan in the past, and more recently as a gray swan or a gray rhino, according to the degree of predictability. To respond to such tremendous challenges, every nation keenly recognizes the reality that its future inevitably depends on the quality of its governance. As such, EROPA has focused its agenda on the necessity for the advancement of member states' governance. Likewise, the theme of this conference deals primarily with sustainable governance. As we are well aware, governance is the exercise of powers that are bestowed upon the government according to laws and regulations. Given this, the theme public administration in managing global megatrends, people, public services, institutions, and ethics is timely and well suggested the direction that a government should seek in pursuit of a resilient governance. Distinguished participants, some countries have made substantial progress in improving governance, while others lag behind. However, whatever a country's level of progress, it will spare no efforts in upgrading its governance to measure up to the demands of its citizens. The Korean government has a selected number of policy priorities for better governance. Our government seeks to achieve social values which will lead to a better equilibrium for the public interests and community development. To this end, the government's budget, personnel, organizational, and evaluation management systems are under innovation. The Korean government promotes citizen participation and cooperation by enabling citizen engagement in the policy-making and implementation processes in key areas. We also seek to build a more trustworthy government by promoting innovation in digital administrative services based on artificial intelligence and big data. Moreover, we try to promote creative public administration while moving away from outdated practices. To ensure the innovative efforts of the Korean government bear fruit, government officials' competency should be strengthened at the same time. Given this, the National Human Resources Development Institute continuously seeks to foster government officials who will lead change in innovation efforts. The American futurist Daniel H. Pink said, "The information age will be followed by a conceptual age in which creators or right-brainers will rule the future." I firmly believe that this is the way the world will move forward. Therefore, it will be more than meaningful for all of us to actively exchange creative ideas, perspectives, and strategies for the envisioned future. I'm sure that this conference will be a valuable opportunity to find ways to promote elaborate, inclusive, and high-tech governance in the participating countries. I congratulate the conference organizers on their perfect preparations for this year's successful conference, and hope that you will enjoy your stay here in Bali, the island of the gods, while building mutual networks. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much to Ms. Yang Yangja. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this year's conference is participated by approximately 350 participants from many countries.
And now we would like to invite the representative EROPA state members delegation to deliver their speeches.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the Local Autonomy College Japan, Mr. Shigeru Matsuzaki.
Okay, give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Selamat pagi. Good morning. Minister Shafruddin, Dr. Adi Srianto, Chairperson, National Institute of Public Administration, Indonesia, Madam Chair Yang Shanja, Dr. Orandes Mercado, EROPA Secretary General, honorable delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to offer a brief greeting to all of you in attendance here on behalf of the Japanese delegation. To start with, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to National Institute of Public Administration Indonesia, the EROPA Secretariat, and everyone else involved for their diligent forethought and preparation for the hosting of this conference. I also would like to offer our deepest condolence and sympathies for the lives lost in the recent earthquakes and aftershocks in Lombok Island, as well as to those who have been affected by them. As I'm sure you are all aware, EROPA's goal is to contribute to improving public administration that will lead to the socio-economic development of Asian and Pacific countries. In order to achieve this, it will be important to share successful case examples and effective research results when it comes to the public administration challenges of today. This role of EROPA of providing a platform to this end is one that we must continue to carry out in the future. The theme of this seminar is Public Administration is Managing Global Megatrends, People, Public Services, Institutions, and Ethics, which is exactly what EROPA should discuss. I have the conviction that this seminar will serve as a fruitful effort on the part of EROPA by providing its member countries with knowledge that is of enormous benefit. Japan has a local government center, which is one of the EROPA technical centers. Important activities of the center include conducting international training lasting for longer than 1 month each year. This year marks the 54th year that this training has been carried out, with a total number of graduates numbering 625 people from 66 countries and regions, of which 252 were from EROPA member countries. In addition, the local government center also publishes comparative study of public administration, which is a collection of papers and comparative studies of local public administration from different countries. Moving forward, we intend to continue to contribute to the development of local public administration in the EROPA region, as we continue to work on making these activities variable. In conclusion, I would like to express my heartfelt wish that this conference will prove fruitful for everyone from the participating countries. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you very much once again to Mr. Shigeru Matsusaki. Ladies and gentlemen, starting today, Monday, 17 September 2018 to 19 September 2018, we will focus on managing global megatrends related with people, public services, institution, and also ethics.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the next speech, we will have the Assistant Researcher of China Academy of Personal Science. Please welcome Mr. Li Yu.
Give a big round of applause.
Minister Mr. Safradin, Dr. Sorrento, Madam Chair Ms. Yang Yanja, Secretary General Mr. Mercado, honorable delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my great honor to participate in the 2018 annual conference of EROPA with the theme of the public administration in managing global megatrends, people, public services, institutions, and ethics in Bali. At the opening of the conference, I, on behalf of the Chinese delegation, wish to offer my warm congratulations on the success of the conference, and meanwhile, express my gratitude to the organizer, Indonesian National Institute of Public Administration, and EROPA Secretariat for their careful arrangement and hospitality. With the economic globalization and the rapid development of science and technology, various countries in the world are facing the increasingly diversified administrative objects, increasingly complicated administrative affairs, and ever-increasing administrative risk and responsibilities. In the face of the current new situation and new challenges, all these countries are rethinking, redesigning, and reconstructing the governance system and striving to improve the governance abilities. As the most important governance subject, the public sector stands in the forefront of governance. It is the topmost priority for various countries to advance the reform and innovation of the public sector in advancing the construction of administration system, while it is also an important task for these countries to advance the personnel system reform of the public sector in carrying out the reform of administrative systems. In recent years, the Chinese government has positively advanced the personnel system reform of the public sector and strive to facilitate the scientific, specialized, and law-based personnel management in the public sector during the process of advancing the construction of national governance system and modernization of governance abilities. The following aspects are mainly include. First, to further improve the civil service system with Chinese characteristics. In recent years, China has successfully released a number of supporting regulations and rules for the civil servant law, and the civil service legal system has been further improved. The classification management of civil servants has been advanced in accordance with law, and the laws and regulations on professional civil servants and civil servants of administrative execution have been successfully released. The system for civil service examinations and employment and selection of civil servants from grassroots have been further advanced, and the professional ethics requirements, incentive system, and disciplinary punishment system have been also gradually improved. Second, to deepen the reform of the personnel system in public institutions. The public institutions are unique organization forms of public sectors in China, and mainly include all kinds of schools, research institutions, medical institutions, and cultural groups, etc. In recent years, China has positively advanced the classification management of public institutions, vigorously pushed the employment system in public institutions, and further improved the post-management system conforming to the nature and work characteristics of public institutions. China has released relevant regulations and systems to regulate the leaders of various institutions, advancing the normalization and legalization of management of leaders of public institutions. China has also released relevant regulations and policies to encourage personnel in public institutions to innovate and start a business, enhancing the vitality and self-development abilities of public institutions. Third, to gradually improve the state-owned enterprise personnel system conforming to the modern enterprise system requirements. In recent years, China has promoted the major initiative of market-oriented selection of state-owned enterprise operators. By strengthening international exchanges and cooperation in the field of public administration, we can learn from each other, draw on each other's strengths, and further improve the level of public administration capabilities. We are very pleased that EROPA has provided a communication platform for us, so we can conduct in-depth communication and discussion, and share each other's experience with experts and scholars from various countries and regions around these important issues. The Chinese delegation, together with other representatives participating in the conference, will positively participate in various activities of the conference. We firmly believe that the conference will surely reach the anticipated goals and reach achievements by our joint efforts. Wish the success of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Mr. Li Yu. And this year we are also very honored to have the Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration of Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bhupal Baral.
Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. His Excellency Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, Mr. Safruddin, Dr. Adi Suryanto from Nepal, Mr. General Secretary of EROPA, distinguished delegates from EROPA member states, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege and honor to be here and speak in the General Assembly and this 2018 EROPA conference. On behalf of the government of Nepal, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to EROPA and the National Institute of Public Administration for the wonderful management of the conference. Since Nepal became a state member of EROPA in 1983, it has been actively contributing in the global initiatives in the field of governance, reforms, and public affairs management that are initiated by EROPA. Our consistent participation in EROPA reflects our abiding faith in the purpose and principles of this organization. I believe that the sharing of the best practices, success stories, and the experience regarding public sector transformation will add tremendous value to the stock of our knowledge and insights. Nepal, being the youngest federal democratic republic, had passed through a protracted political transition that lasted for more than a decade. I feel honored to share that the period of political transition has finally come to a logical end. Governance system is transformed from the unitary to federal setup. As per the political system, we are now in the process of restructuring public administration according to the federal system of government. I hope the experience of those nations who are practicing the federal system would be very useful to us. The government of Nepal has embraced the mission of prosperous Nepal and happy Nepali, and has aimed to achieve it through reforms in various sectors, including public administration. Reform, by its very nature, is a continuing process. Public administration is facing so many domestic and global challenges, including the challenge of global megatrends. Where there are challenges, there are opportunities as well. We need more efficient, modern, and result-oriented public administration to achieve the national and international goal. In this regard, I hope that the theme of the conference, Public Administration in Managing Global Megatrends, People, Public Services, Institution, and Ethics, is notably a shared concern in Nepalese context as well. The government of Nepal intends to develop adaptive skill and competency in public administration to cope with the challenges and casting the opportunities. I believe that such old forum is best placed for greater insights. Herein, I would also like to share that despite the devastating earthquake of April 2015 that killed thousands of people and huge damage of national property, we are committed to implement the Sustainable Development Goals and to eradicate poverty and inequalities from the nation. Our plans, policies, and strategies are geared toward obtaining prosperity and good governance by maintaining result-oriented public administration. Efforts have been made to refine governance institutions so that they contribute in enriching the social trust and in strengthening the public-private partnership as well. I'm keenly looking forward to getting more insights from the discussion in the session on the major themes of the seminar. I believe that the paper presented in the conference by scholars would be very useful in sorting out the problems and solutions of public administration of the region. At last, I wish for the successful completion of the conference. May EROPA live long and the collaboration among the member nations thrive. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was speech by Mr. Bhupal Baral. Honorable Speaker, distinguished delegates, this morning we are so honored to have keynote speech from His Excellency, Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia.
And it will be continued with the official opening of the conference, which will be marked by the striking of the gong. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to His Excellency Bapak Syafruddin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Annyeonghaseyo. Good morning. President of Executive Council of EROPA, Her Excellency Ms. Yang Hyang-ja, Secretary General of EROPA, His Excellency Dr. Orlando Mercado, Bapak Dr. Adi Suryanto, Direktur LAN, Bapak Ibu hadirin, mewakili Gubernur Bali, hadir sini, para senior, Profesor Sofian, Ketua KSN, Pak Aswar, mantan Menteri Penertiban waktu Bapak, saya Pendayagunaan, para deputi, deputi PAN, representative of EROPA member countries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, Mr. Li Ju from China, Mr. Bhopal from Nepal, and Mr. Shigeru from Japan. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to Indonesia, Bali. Bali is beautiful. You can see the dancer, very beautiful. Her eyes, special eyes. Allow me to extend my sincere appreciation to Her Excellency, Ms. Yang Hyanja and Dr. Mercado, for your trust to Indonesia to host the EROPA Conference 2018. Indonesia will also be the host of the IMF and World Bank annual meeting to be held on 8 until 14 October 2018 in Nusa Bali, in here. It is an international conference to investment climate Indonesia that is well developing and stable in the midst of world economic fluctuation. The theme of this conference, Public Administration in Managing Global Megatrend, People, Public Service, Institution, and Ethics, is highlight relevant with that we are facing today and in the years to come, and also in line with the bureaucratic reform program. Honorable participants on the conference, a few years ago, a number of think tank institutions launched research report regarding global megatrend. Today, we witness the world is more become to VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Rapid technology development creates disruption not only in private sector but also in public sector. Government institutions also have to anticipate Industrial Revolution 4.0 challenges in area. Process. How to integrated information technology based public service, anticipate nanotechnology and artificial intelligence development. Organization. How to formulate an agile and accountable organization design based on wall of government principle. People, how to encourage learning process in working, environmental and collaboration among staff and workers. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share Indonesia's government experience in anticipating and responding to global megatrend, namely, with regard to civil servant management, Indonesia is in the new era of management by implementing human capital management approach. In developing civil servant competence, we take corporate university approach emphasizing on learning process in the workplace. For instance, coaching and monitoring. Not only the classroom, we are also developing staff exchange model and intergovernment institution internship in non-government institution and career system towards talent management. We applied one agency, one innovation policy to induce innovation mentality and create innovation in public service. In 2018, Public Service Innovation of Teluk Bintuni Regency, West Papua Province, namely diagnosis system and malaria early treatment, have received United Nations Public Service Award. I would like also to share experience related to agencyfication. Like many other countries, Indonesia also experimenting with that by creating institutional model with flexible financial management that we call as Badan Layanan Umum. And quasi-government international model as non-structural institution. Those two institutions have proven to be more agile compared to other institutions, but at the same time, it creates coordination issues. Ladies and gentlemen, Eastern region term issues in EROPA organization is main actor in global megatrend. As Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, I am keen to find solution for the government of Indonesia to be more resilient. Resilient as Peter Ho from Center for Strategic Future of Singapore defined it as the capacity of any entity, an individual, a community, an organization, or a natural system to prepare for disruption, to recover from shock and stresses, then to adapt to grow from disruptive experience. I would like to invite all of you to contribute not only your ideas and suggestions on how to public administration can be more resilient in mega trend, but also to enhance the quality of living of Asia and Pacific population. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to the Minister. Please remain on the stage as now we would like to continue with the striking of the gong. Therefore, we would like to invite to accompany the opening the President of the Executive Council of Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration, Ms. Yang Jia.
We also would like to invite the Secretary General of EROPA, Mr. Orlando Mercado.
And also the Chairman of the National Institute of Public Administration of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Adi Suryanto.
And the Governor of Bali or representative to come forward.
Bapak Iwayan Suarjana, that representing the Governor of Bali, please also join them on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia is striking the gong.
The Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration Conference 2018
is now officially open. Congratulations once again, and please remain on the stage as we would like to present a token of appreciation.
And the token of appreciation is presented by the Chairman of National Institute of Public Administration of Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Adi Suryanto.
Please, thank you so much for your valuable insights. Bapak Adi Suryanto will present the token to His Excellency the Minister of the Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia. Also to the President of the Executive Council of Eastern Regional Organization for Public Administration, Ms. Yang Yangja. To the Secretary General of EROPA, Mr. Orlando Mercado. And also to the representative of the Governor of Bali. Thank you so much once again, and congratulations for the official opening of EROPA Conference 2018. Thank you so much to His Excellency the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, by this we have concluded the official opening ceremony of EROPA 2018. Before we start the first plenary session, we would like to invite you to have a photo session, and the photo session itself will be proceed at the Retreat Garden.
Yep, so Retreat Garden is located in front of Gamelan Ballroom. So we would like to ask you to join photo session, and after photo session, we would like to invite you to come back to the ballroom.
Yes, because we will start the first plenary session here sharply at 10:45 a.m. local time. And the first plenary session will discuss about the public administration in managing global megatrends.
On behalf of committee, we also would like to say thank you very much for your kind attention and your participation.
We wish you a fruitful conference. And thank you so much once again, as now His Excellency the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform of the Republic of Indonesia will continue to his next agenda. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you once again to have a photo session, which is located at Retreat Garden. There will be signage, and also we will have the organizing committee that will direct you to proceed to the photo session area. And
yep, after you have photo session, we would like to invite you to come back to the ballroom here once again, ladies and gentlemen. And for the personal belonging,
yes, you may just leave all of your personal belongings or your bag in this ballroom.
yeah.
So it will be easier for you to proceed to the photo session area and also to take the pictures. It will be secure enough, and we will place one of the security or the committee to make sure that all of your personal belongings and your bag is safe.
Thank you very much.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you may leave your personal belongings and also your bag here in this room. So it will be easier for you to proceed to the photo session area as well as to take the pictures later on.
Yeah, the photo session is located at the Retreat Garden. It is in front of the Gamelan Ballroom. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, all delegates, all of you, please proceed to the next agenda. There is a photo session, and photo session is located at the Retreat Garden in front of Gamelan Ballroom, right? And after photo session, we would like to invite you to come back again into this ballroom.
We will start the first plenary session sharply at 10:45 a.m. local time. Thank you, and see you at the photo session area.